this is why it's so important, especially if you're building a business. Before you start building a business, why is it that there are some people that just have it so easy with creating a business, and others might keep on trying and constantly fail? In fact, when you have a look at the statistics, 95% of businesses fail in the first 5 years of their life. Why? Okay, it is not necessarily that you're not trying hard enough. Okay, a lot of it, in fact, I'll probably say most of it, it has to do with subconscious coding. Okay, what we don't realize is we have this self-learning massive computer in our mind. Okay, we've got this conscious mind, the one that we think with, and then we have this massive computer called subconscious mind, which is a protective mechanism. Okay, and as we're going through childhood, it kept on coding and coding. Now, if you cannot succeed in business, there's a big chance that there are codes in your subconscious mind that actually will not allow you to. Okay, because you might have associated or linked success with something that's dangerous. Okay, you might have, as a child, just watched a movie that had this sturge, or somebody who's really greedy associated with money. Okay, so usually, if you have a look at cartoons that these days are playing for kids, most of the wealthy people are actually perceived as very negative. Okay, they're just the greedy ones, the ones that make you work hard. So if you watch something like that as a child, there's a big chance that a coding goes in, okay, and you don't want to be a person like that. Okay, you might not even think about it. Okay, consciously, you know that it's a great thing to have wealth. You'll be able to help a lot of people, help your own family. Okay, but there's this coding at the back of your mind you might not even be aware of. Okay, which could have been simply something that you watch on television as a child. Okay, there could have been a whole bunch of different beliefs that people around you had that got transferred into your subconscious mind. Again, all these different codes will be sitting there in the background. Okay, and whenever you try to start a business and you sort of starting to get successful, something happens along the way that self-sabotages your success. Okay, guess what? It's not necessarily that you haven't tried hard enough. Okay, but it could have big potential. It has something to do with the coding that you currently have in your subconscious mind. Okay, so this is why it's so important, especially if you're building a business. Before you start building a business, okay, look into the subconscious coding that you currently have. Okay, because if that ground is not the ground is shaky and it's not stable enough to build your empire, okay, eventually it will come tumbling down. So always look at your subconscious recoding before you start anything to do with wealth creation, especially if you haven't built it by now. There is a reason. Okay, definitely check it out.